Electricizer is a tower that needs no introduction. It's been the definition of a late game tower since the initial release of the game. Yeah, back then it was Electricizer or bust. So how do you take full advantage of this powerhouse? Well, the first step is finding a good spot for it. When placing Electricizer, try to cover as much of the map as possible. Don't worry if you're placing outside of your bugler's range. Hell, your bugler should make sure that it's in your Electricizer's range. There are a lot of good examples of spawns that are great for Electricizer and only Electricizer. Like the edge of this island on Mythical Shore, this corner on White Forest, this, what would you call that? A shelf? A nook? A hill? Whatever, that spot works too. Anyways, Electricizer is great at two things: killing tanks and stopping leaks. The stopping leaks part is just because of how huge its range is. Kinda hard to not stop a leak when your range covers the entire map. What you'll mainly be using them for, though, is the killing tanks part. I'm sure you're already aware of how incredibly slow the cooldown is on Electricizer. It takes like 5 whole seconds to fire a single shot, what the heck? That can be a big problem against hordes of enemies, but against tanks, all that matters is the damage per shot. And Electricizer has incredibly high damage per shot. If you want to take full advantage of Electricizer's tank killing abilities, stick to using them in mid to late game. Early game Electricizers certainly aren't bad, they just require a lot of setup. I mean, first you gotta use markets, then set their targeting to strongest so they don't end up shooting a bunch of low health enemies, but then if you do that, you have to make sure nothing leaks or else you'll be a failure to your team and nobody will ever want to play with you ever again and your reputation will be ruined, so you have to return to the YouTube channel you abandoned a year ago just to be respected by your peers again. So, you know, maybe just stick to mid and late game with this one. One of the main reasons Electricizer works best in mid and late game is because of how expensive they are. Even with markets, you're unable to reliably get level 3 upgrades until mid game, which is kind of important with this tower. Like, don't get me wrong, base level Electricizer is good, but it's not that good. Top path will be your bread and butter in mid game. You can get one of your Electricizers on bottom path with the stuns, but I would only do this if nobody on your team brought mechanic. In late game, you really get to see this tower shine, especially since just about everything at this point can be considered a tank. This is when you can finally get your hands on level 4 Electricizers. Ooh. Not really a tip, but can I just say how effective the design is at conveying how powerful of an upgrade this is? I mean, you got this guy and he's like standing, like his control panel is like this holograph, and behind him is just this giant like orange, like a big gun. It shoots like plasma or something. That's really cool. It's literally called Experimental Death Cannon. Can I just say, wow, real cool, team. Finally, let's talk about what towers you should be pairing with Electricizer. Some form of early game defense is a good idea. I would specifically recommend Surveyor because of how much Electricizer benefits from the 20% damage buff. I go into more depth about this in my Surveyor video in case you're interested. Speaking of buffs, you definitely want to bring Bugler. Most of the time, you're able to cover the entire map with Bugler's range buffs, and the firing buffs are a great help too. If you plan on taking other expensive towers with you, definitely bring Market. Unless you don't like money, I guess. Before I go back to the black void that I spend all my time in when I'm not working on videos, let's go over the comment of the week. Take it away, Mal.
Thanks, bitch. Jojo John John says, "Hey, I just started this game and it's fun, but can you tell me what towers to get first? I'm level 5 and I have Slinger, Hunter, and Market. Thank you."
No. Actually, never mind, sure. Sniper, Demolitionist, and Bugler are pretty good towers with a low token cost. After those, you might want to aim for Vulcan, and after that, Electricizer. While you're saving up tokens, also try completing the advanced challenges so you can unlock Elite. These are pretty difficult. Some would call them advanced, so I would recommend finding some tutorials online. Just make sure that you do not buy Trapper. If you do, there will be some unforeseen consequences. That's all for this week, gamers. Oh, by the way, I'm planning on making a video on the secret immobilizer tower, so if any of you guys know any details or have any footage recorded, anything like that, it would really help me a lot. Okay, bye. I love most of you. The rest of you know what you did.